What is up, guys? It is February 2nd, 2022. We're going to be going over SPY today, finding some supply and demand zones. I got two trades today, so I'm going to see what I can do. Right now, we're just looking at BBIG. I mentioned it yesterday that I was in at like 326. We had a pretty good day yesterday. We ended off at 350. So we're just going to wait and see. I'm still holding right at around this level right here. In my last video, I mentioned my strategy as far as trying to sell some covered calls once it spikes. I'm really hoping for it to fill this gap, and then I might unload a little bit here and then do my covered call strategy if it fills this gap up here. So we're just going to see what happens with it. There's still a whole lot of room for it to go, but as far as like the short interest, the borrow fees, failed to deliver short shares, this is a very good candidate for a short squeeze. There's a lot of good content on YouTube that explains it right now. So we're gonna head over to SPY. I have some zones drawn in here from the day before. I kind of am gonna keep most of them the same actually. I'm gonna get rid of this one for down there, use it up top. We're gonna zoom out a little bit and see where historically we've had a lot of touches. So like right here is a good spot for some resistance that we'll probably see. Bounced off there twice before it broke through and went all the way. So if we can see it break through this zone, I'm actually going to use my golden bar. If I see it break through that zone, I think we'll probably see it move pretty far, maybe even fill the gap. Like I said, there's a gap right here, closed here, then opened here. So we need to see this gap fill. And then down here, we've already passed through this and we're pretty bullish in the pre-market too. I'm going to put this right here as a support zone. With this right here, yesterday's close. So then we're going to zoom in to the 30 minutes. I'm going to skip the 1 hour. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. We have some pretty good zones drawn in. I actually am right on the cusp in the after hours for what I said would be the big mover. So I bet what we see is it play on this zone for a little bit, turn this area, unless it goes completely, just goes right at the pre-market. If we have a chance to enter something for the big move around 10, I think what's going to happen is it'll consolidate either here or consolidate here for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then we will get something either long or short. A pullback is not out of the question. We've had falling volume the past 3 days on some very large green candles. This could very easily also be confirming a downtrend. If it bounces right here, just goes straight back down, we could be seeing a downtrend. So it's a point in time where we need to stay very careful, but we can also make a good amount of money based on which way we play this trade today. I think the key is staying patient. Don't be sad if you miss any entry. What's really going to be important today is getting into the good trade for the day, because I think there's only going to be one for today. I think it's going to be moving in one direction today, and that will be it. Let's just keep our eye out, look for some consolidation, and look for the setup. I've said it in every video. I look for on the 1 minute chart. Look on the 1 minute chart for 8 crossing over the 21. If it crosses over upwards, I'm looking for a long opportunity. If it crosses downwards, I'm looking for a short opportunity. Situations where a candle on the 1 minute chart breaks through both gives me a pre-indicator of what's going on. So what I've been doing is looking for this candle, and then I will set a buy at the bottom of that candle. I'll set a buy within the options contract at the bottom of that candle, and then I will catch it on the pullbacks. And then from there, I have the most optimal R&R, and I don't have to get upset if I enter a trade and get shaken out. If my stop loss is getting hit at this point, then my trade is probably not going the direction I want. So yeah, good luck today, everyone, and let's see if we can make some money. I'll be back around noon, probably noon or 2 o'clock, to just recap my trades and see how we did. What is up, guys? It is 2:12 in the afternoon. I'm on lunch break and done trading for the day, so I'm just going to go over my trades real quick. So my first trade, I bought calls. I bought them at 10.14, so right on this dip. I bought them for 380, so 380, got 3 of them. And honestly, I should have been stopped out, but I didn't follow my plan and held them longer because I saw that it was going to hit this resistance here. So I actually held them all the way through to over here, and I sold 2 at 1045. So this candle right here, sold 2 for 420, and then I sold the third one. I set a stop loss for 390 to see if it kept going, and it's still locked in like $10 in profit because my entry was 380, and that stop loss ended up getting hit. So I made decent money that trade. I made about 13%, I think. Didn't do the math, but I think it was about 13%. And the second trade was actually puts. I bought the 456 strike price puts at 1059, so it would have been right here was when I got filled. Basically what I did was I saw that this candle came through and I thought the reversal was about to happen, so I set my entry for the top of this candle. I looked at the options contract price and checked to see what the lowest price it sold for at 1053 was, and then I put in my order for that price, which was 370, and I got 3 contracts filled at 370, so I caught like right there. And then from there it went down, and that was a pretty easy trade. I sold 2 at 400, so those are $30 profit for each. And then I had a stop loss at 385 just in case it kept running, and that actually got hit by this. So I got, or wait, no, it did get hit, I think, by this. Actually, I can tell you, the stop loss did get hit at 1105 right here. So I got out of the trade. Would have been nice if I hadn't put that. I would have made a little bit more, but that's all right. So the first trade was really kind of a fail. If I really stick to the plan, I would have gotten stopped out right away. And I mentioned this yesterday too. When these big candles come out and break the EMA, you can almost always expect like a bigger pullback, which we saw a way bigger pullback. It didn't do what we had hoped for, but 2 successful trades. Today went pretty well. Tomorrow I don't have any trades, but I'll still be going over charts and seeing what I think is going to happen today. But I am pretty interested in how well this strategy has been going. Anytime a candle breaks through both, you enter on the pullback for that candle, and it's seemed to work pretty well. If we look over here, let me see if I can find some examples. Here's a good example. Right here, breaks through. Set your entry right there for shorts or puts. Right here you get filled, and then you just hold and sell for whatever your RR is. If you're doing 4 to 1, $20, sell probably around here. But yeah, it's been working pretty well. Tomorrow I'm going to go over charts and see what's going to happen. Won't have any trades, but we're still going to do some paper trades. Good luck everybody with the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.